Guys, I see all the comments, but I can only answer so much. So here's a video answering some of the most common questions about the papaya seed detox cleanse. First up, the binder. The binder is only taken after the papaya seeds. Please do not take the binder before the papaya seeds and then come back and say it didn't do anything. Binders cannot be taken before the papaya seeds because if you do that, the binder will not allow the papaya seeds to do what it needs to do. You only need one binder. You do not need all the binders I named in the video. Yes, for those of you who do not know, bentonite clay can drink. Bentonite clay is only volcanic ash, but it also needs to say for internal use or food grade. The same for zeolite, the same for diatomaceous earth, and the same for activated charcoal. Do not take these things if they're not for internal use. And another thing you need to know, you only need them in small dosages. Now, let's get a little deeper into the binders. They act like a mop and they grab everything and sweep them out through your bowls so you can safely eliminate what needs to be eliminated. Activated charcoal, they bind toxins really fast and they're great for emergency detoxes. Bentonite clay swells up like a sponge to soak up all the waste and heavy metals. Chlorella is a gentle binder that has added benefits for heavy metal detoxes. Diatomaceous earth is a silica-rich powder that shreds parasites and binds waste. Zeolite is somewhat similar to diatomaceous earth, but what I love about zeolite is the fact that it is great for radioactive and chemical toxin removal. I saw some comments saying that honey is a great binder. Honey is a good binder, but honey is not the binder you need for this detox. Honey is nutritive, not absorptive. Okay, so please do not use honey for this detox. Fulvic acid is another one I saw in the comments, but it's not as effective as the other ones I've named before. Another one I saw in the comments was people were asking, so you don't eat for the cleanse? Not once did I say in my video not to eat for the cleanse. But if you want to do the cleanse and still eat the way you're eating, please do not do the cleanse. This cleanse is for people that are actually serious about detoxing and getting their gut health under control. So therefore, if you're going to do the cleanse, please do not have any sugar, any dairy, any processed foods. You want to swap your foods out. Swap your food out for whole foods. So you're talking fresh greens. It could be bitter, it could be kale or anything that you like. It could be cabbage, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, almonds, walnuts. Another thing you need to swap your food out is for fresh fruits and vegetables. If you buy and you freeze, that's fine. But if you're going to buy all the processed frozen foods or the processed frozen fruits or veggies, then it's like, don't do the cleanse. But you are eating for the cleanse, you're just swapping your food out. So please do not say I said not to eat anything, because that's not what I said. If you like garlic, as I do, you can do raw garlic, fermented garlic. You could do fermented foods like kimchi, all that stuff that's good for the gut, things that are probiotic. Swap the food out you used to eat for stuff like that. So you're restoring your gut, you're building your gut health, you're bringing it back, to something, versus doing the cleanse and still eating all the processed sugary foods that you used to eat. It's kind of counterproductive if you ask me. You're drinking water and herbal tea throughout the entire process of this cleanse. So think clove tea, dandelion tea, or any herbal tea that you like, you can drink. One thing I do recommend for the herbal teas, do not drink tea bags, especially tea bags from the store, because they're not pure. Tea bags have a lot of dye in them, and it's kind of not what you want for the cleanse. If you can get your hands on like loose teas or fresh teas or fresh tea bags that are made from like an herbalist or someone selling them, I do recommend you doing that. But do not use tea bags because of the dye that's in the tea bags and the tea. So let me go over the food again. No refined sugar, no processed foods, no dairy, no meat, and no alcohol. You're eating things like hemp seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, different nuts. You're also going to drink lemon water. So when you drink your water, you could add lemons to it because you want to replenish your electrolytes. Garlic, ginger, aloe, fennel, castor oil, things of that nature. No, I do not recommend this cleanse for kids due to the nature of the cleanse. This is not something to play around with. It's very in-depth and it's very detailed. So no, I do not recommend this cleanse for kids. There's a detox for kids going around on TikTok from the TikTok shop. I do not know much about that detox. So I will not recommend something I don't know about. But Zari, you guys can look into that one. Their detox is pretty good. My sisters have used it before, for her kids and stuff like that. So that one I kind of have an idea about. So here are other detoxes I recommend for kids, especially if you have a toddler. This is the one I use for my son, the magnesium bath detox. That's what I've been using for him, and it's been going really great. Another one for older kids is washout. If you're from the Caribbean, if you're Jamaican, you know what washout is. Washout is something that our parents used to give us growing up when it was back to school time. And that was a huge clean out from the gut, the colon, everything. That I highly recommend for older kids. If y'all want more on the whole washout system that we Caribbean people use, I can go more in details about that. And this is actually a funny one. I saw a comment on Instagram where someone was asking, like, so people are just going around eating parasites. No, no one's going around eating parasites. I think you guys have this whole parasite thing all wrong. Um, Parasites can come from anything, like contaminated food. What do you think we have recalls? Okay. It can come from contaminated water. Not that we're going around drinking contaminated water, but oftentimes people do drink something or eat something and they don't know it's contaminated. It can come from insect bites. It can come from anything. So guys, no one's going around eating parasites. No one's going around eating those things, eating worms or anything of the sort. So my face is all dry because I just washed it and I didn't do my skincare routine. I just wanted to get this video out to you guys. And yeah, so no one's eating parasites, guys. No one's doing that. Another thing, I need you guys to start reading the captions. It is very important you guys do that. Whenever I post a video of this nature, I never post a video without a detailed caption. There's a reason why we have it, so I need you guys to start using it because there are a lot of information in the caption. So if I forget to say something in the video, it is going to be in the caption. If I forgot to tag something in my video, it is going to be in the caption. So I need you guys to actually start reading it because it is very important that you do so. Last but not least, you may or may not see parasites in your stool. This is more than just seeing parasites in your stool. This is about balancing your gut, detoxifying your liver, your kidney, your blood, and getting rid of any eggs left behind from any worms or parasites of any sort. And that's pretty much it about answering the most common questions from the comments. But if you guys want to learn of the measurements and so forth, definitely stick around for the next video where I get into the measurements, all the stuff you're going to need, and go from there. So as I get ready to do my cleanse for this year, I'm really excited about documenting it. I'm really excited about sharing the journey with you guys. I couldn't do it last year because I was breastfeeding. I couldn't do it the year before because I was pregnant. So to get back to routine before pregnancy, I am truly excited about that. And I honestly can't wait to share that with you guys. And I honestly can't wait to pretty much get back into my herbalism state and, teaching you guys things that I know, stuff that I learned on my own, stuff I learned from, all the elders growing up, stuff I learned from my background, from research and just people that I've talked to throughout the years. And even now, I'm just really excited to get back on this journey and sharing things with you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one.